Okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Nesbit, and this is Kingdom Come Deliverance II, and you're the people of Bohemia. Welcome to the stream. Okay, now hopefully everything's working well today. I've solely built on this dual streaming thing, and YouTube, you should now have dual streaming options. So horizontal and vertical options available to you. It looks like it's all connected up okay. We've got the microphone and we've got the headphones, we've got sound. Now let's bring over the main screen, guys and girls, and we'll get on with the gameplay. I'll just close off the KDC2. There we go. Is that locked down? Yeah. Okay, all right. So yeah, if you've got a mobile, guys and girls, if anyone's there that, you know, Jack or whoever or anyone, if just let me know if the dual or the vertical output looks right. I think I've set it up right, but anyway, we'll get on with the gameplay. Let's do it. Actually, let's just check on YouTube myself. Actually, I'll just close that down, and I'm going to go over to my channel. What I want to do is to just see. Let's go over to my channel. Okay. And I got all the others as well. I'll just check the others are all connected up, okay? And I got all the others as well. I'll just check the others are all connected. Shit. Sorry, everyone. Let's just mute all that shit. Fucking hell, man. Dear me. Okay. Kick. Let's rumble. Okay. I'll just close that down and I can then see everything. Okay. All right, that's good. And just keep an eye on things as well, guys and girls. And I think we're good to go. Do I have to still set them up on? I probably do, actually. No, I shouldn't have to. My channel. Let's have a look. Why is it not? Oh, fuck. Live. Yeah. Oh, I've still got to set. All right. So that's not going to work today. Okay. I won't be on Rumble today. Okay. That's a cock up. That's not to worry. I'm just checking that out. And that'll be the same then for that. So I'll close that. All right. So, okay. I've just learned something there, guys and girls. I made a mistake there. Okay. So anyway, we get on with the gameplay here. Just bring that down then. Okay. All right. Got them. Oh. Oh, is that why? Oh, wow, okay. All right. Oh, so now I should see all the chats in this box with that. Ah. Hey, Marco. Good stuff. Oh, yes, great. Oh, you're answering about the vertical. Cheers, man. Brilliant. I've just realised on this dual output, I can bring up a multi-stream chat box that should show me everything. But it hasn't done so yet, but I'll keep an eye on that. And also I should see it here as well. So yeah, I know I'm sort of faffing around a bit, guys and girls, but like I said, I've just knocked out the vertical output for YouTube as well. And also I'm noticing some other things I haven't noticed before. So I'm still learning about this dual streaming shit, but it's not straightforward as well. It's, you know, it's got a level of complexity about it. Let's just see if I can bring that over so I can enlarge that screen, because I want more screen so I can see the comments. Yes, great. Okay, that should do. That should help me. All right. Raz, good. That's what I want to see. I want to see comments. Brilliant. Raz, let's just see if hi Raz, welcome to the stream, man. Yes. Ah, and the Moti comments just showed up as well, but it didn't show the YouTube. What was that? All right, I better be vigilant here, just so I can keep an eye on these comments. I'm learning, guys and girls. I'm learning. So yeah, so YouTube now has vertical streaming and horizontal streaming. I fucked up the multi-stream for Rumble and I don't think so, mate. Marco, it's a nice thought, man, but honestly, mate, I mean, I'm 57 now and my voice is starting to deteriorate. 2 years ago, I was still okay with everything, you know? And then I've noticed over the last year or so, it's a real shit because I did want to get, you know, my voice is degrading and my hands ache like the day as well. This arm's stiff, you know, it's got a bit of pins and needles and everything's starting to slow up, mate. It's the only fucking downside of getting old. It's you know, I mean, again, I guess, you know, it depends on the individual because some 57-year-olds, you know, they're still quite supple. But then I played a lot of sports in, you know, and I got knocked around a bit and the joints are aching a bit now, you know. It catches up with you is what I'm saying, guys and girls. But thanks for the comments about the music, man. I really appreciate that. I mean, I love singing. I do sing a lot and I love sticking my lyrics out there. And if people get something out of it, that's great, you know. So, yeah, let's load up the game. We'll resume from where we left off. Oh, I've already done it. I've already loaded up the game. I've a great start. Okay, right. Let's just see if your comment showed on. It did. Okay. All right. So now I can see all the. Right. I think I'll stick to this multi because I've now got a multi-stream chat box which shows me all the comments. I haven't noticed that before. So I don't know if that's just, you know, I may not have seen it yesterday. So I can switch between YouTube comments, but I'll stick to the multi-stream. Do I do push-ups? Yeah, mate. Not every day. But yeah, I do push-ups, stuff like that. You know, I try to keep myself fit and healthy. I've got a bike here in the house as well. Like after I've streamed, I get on that and do maybe 5 miles just to get the blood going again, calm myself down. You know, I try to do, you know, it only takes about 10 minutes, which gives, you know, it's about all the time I've got before I've got to get ready for the family. But I have this sort of regime, mate, you know, where I do try to look after myself, you know. Lots of olive oil and extra vitamins now just to keep the joints and everything moving. I'm still fairly flexible. It's just, you know, I've got small fingers anyway, and guitar shapes can be taxing on sort of slightly arthritic hands. And I guess that's what it is now. I'm getting slightly arthritic hands. It's what it feels like anyway. So in the joints, you know. So yeah, it's just the way it goes, man. It's just the way it goes. It's, you know, that's life. Shit happens. Nice to see you, Raz. Hey, Raz. About your channel, man. It's looking good. How's the performance going? You know, in terms of frames and have you got that sorted now? Have you got the frames per second sorted out and all that sort of stuff? Okay. Yeah. Okay, Rose. I'll tell you what, your streams are looking good to me, mate. They seem stable and, you know, I've watched some of your stuff. I went back yesterday when I had some time and I had a look at some of your videos and they seem to be recording okay. So, but yeah, Marco, it is important, mate. I do try to I've always been a fairly physical guy, but yeah. Like I say, Raz, once you're confident you got everything in place, and you know, if you're about in streaming, when I finish my streams, I can push some people your way if you want that. So yeah, let me know. Okay, today's going to be a little bit different as well, guys and girls, because our support person that we come here to help with my son and stuff like that, she's phoned in ill today, So I've got about an hour, then the boy's going to be back with the missus, but the missus is happy for me to carry on streaming, but it might get a bit noisy and I might have to stop at any given time. And if any of you are new to the stream, you know, my lad's got special needs, and he's like on that autistic scale, and if things, you know, he's used to patterns and whatever, and he can get upset very easy. So but I'm going to try to keep on streaming, all right, and playing. Okay, so everything's looking good. What are we doing? If I remember rightly, we are doing the quest where, yeah, I do, mate. I do. When I get the time, meditate and all that sort of stuff. It's all the sort of stuff I've been into my whole life. You know, and that's one of the reasons I explore the mind as well as the emotions and the spirit and all of it, because as I said, we're a multi-dimensional construct. So, and I've explored lucid dreaming and used lucid dreaming, astral travel, done all sorts of me time. I mean, there's many ways to access different layers of reality and different aspects of the cognitive and subconscious mind. So I've always been in that sort of stuff, mate. Again, because it went with my work and what I did with my work, you know, before I started doing streaming and all this sort of stuff. So yeah. Okay, that's it. Sorry, the quest is Godwin is looking for Henry and Capon, and that's what's going on. And I can actually see all the comments in the box now. I suspect that option was always there for me. I just didn't fucking notice it. But yeah, like I say, when we have a chat, we'll do some pods, guys, down the line. And we can talk about all this stuff, and I'll share some of my experiences with you, because you know, I mean, the world is changing, and it's changing a lot different, like from when I was a lad, because you can talk to men or anyone about this sort of stuff when I was a kid, you know. In fact, kids were to be seen and not heard. Your parents didn't speak to you about nothing, you know. You had to find it all out for yourself. Well, that's for a lot of working class people, that's the way it was. You know, your father, your mother, they're always working hard anyway. They weren't particularly necessarily well educated back in the day when I was growing up in the 60s, you know. Some people had a bit more advantage than others, so nobody talked to anyone about anything. And you had to learn everything the hard way for yourself, you know, which is not bad in some ways. In fact, people will always do that anyway. But it is good that the world is more receptive to other ideas, thoughts, and you know. Yeah, I saw it on Steam, but I've never really got into it, Marco. But yeah, I could one day. It's one for the future. One for the future for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, so journal. Let's roll on over to what we're doing. Go to the site of the ambush, because in the last stream, everyone, as you know, I was ambushed with Capon and Henry. But let's see how this all plays out. Well, I sort of know how it plays out. Oh, am I going the right way? At the crossroads, because we were at the crossroads. Let me just look around. Where am I? Yeah, we're going down here. Okay. Do you know what? I was so good with this horse, but since I've been playing Red Dead Redemption, you know, I'm having trouble with my horse in KDC. God, it's so good to be able to see the comments. It's relaxes me a lot, because I hate missing comments, you know. I mean, there may be a day where the you know, the streams might get really busy and I'll have so many comments I just won't be able to keep up with them. But then then I think when we get there, people will be talking to each other more than they will me. But I do try to read out every comment, guys and girls. Right. Here we go.
I'd better tread carefully. That company must have headed into the thicker forest. They use the trees as cover.
Okay, let's get off the horse, because we don't want to get caught on the horse. Look at the road. All right. Right, Godwin. Oh, I probably should have got some healing potions and shit before I did all this. I'm just going to play smart, I think, guys and girls. And actually, are the comments coming up in the vertical? I haven't noticed that yet. Actually, I must keep an eye on that. Let me just quickly check that I have enabled the vertical alert box. That's enabled. Yeah. Chat box, that's enabled. All right, okay. All right. Yeah, so that's all good. That's all good. All right. I see we got someone on TROVO, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, watching, and on 2 people on Twitch as well, and Marco on YouTube. As this multi streaming is cool, guys and girls. I do like it. I must admit, I do like it. Let's go up around here. It's quite a buzz. You know, we're quiet at the moment, but I suspect later on, generally about. Yeah, it comes up there. That's good as well. Hey, Mark, I know. Oh, are you in Florida or are you on holiday or something, mate? Are you on holiday? I think you said you are. You're on holiday, aren't you? Was that you? I think it was. Sorry, I get so many people, you know, talking to me, obviously. Sometimes I get confused with, or don't remember, you know, who says what. But I think you said you were on holiday, didn't you? And that makes sense when you return from Florida and planning to play. Okay, good stuff, man. And thanks for the nice comments, mate. I appreciate it. Especially about, well, Red Dead and the music, because... you know, I'm not particularly a sensitive guy about generally what people think, but it is nice when people like what you do, you know, because people aren't, not everyone's going to like what you do, whether it's streaming, what you talk about, what you produce music wise or whatever. But yeah, I still plan down the line, guys and girls, if possible, you know, well, as I make more money, hopefully, and the business grows,
wagons. They probably use them to block the way and prevent a retreat. Smart. I should keep my eyes peeled.
What I intend to do is get a decent guitar. So I've only got a relatively cheap practice guitar. It's about 150 quid. Frets are worn, stuff like that. And you need a studio. I've tried recording, you know, around the house, and it's just really poor quality. But one day, hopefully, you know, I'll play. You know, you can see how I play my music, you know, my way. All right, yeah. Hey, is that Universal Studios? Is that with that mime guy? What's his guy? The mime guy at the pools with the dolphin. Is that what they have there? Is that the place I'm thinking of? I've seen YouTube videos, and I'm sure it was at Universal Studios or around there. Or was that somewhere? I might be getting confused, but that might be somewhere else. Actually, that might have been Disney or something like that, I think. But anyway, there's this, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a mimer. And he's at this pool, a swimming pool, whatever. And before the show, I think it's a dolphin show or whatever, he does mimes and takes a piss out of the crowd and everything. Really good. I can't remember his name, but it's really, thanks for the likes, everyone. Another like, thank you. It's really, really good, guys and girls. And if you're new to the channel, I don't know if anyone's new here today watching, but let me just say we do talk a lot here, especially as the channel's started to grow. I mean, I do love playing games. But I do like talking to people as well. I like being sociable, and I do try to keep a fairly good balance. Oh, that is the one. What's his name? The mime. Yeah, that's him. Brilliant. That was so cool. I saw it on YouTube. When I saw it, I thought, what the fuck's this? And it was about a few years back I first got introduced to this guy, this miming guy, and he wears this white top with black stripes and his face is white, you know, and he mimes and he takes a piss out of the girls, you know, he lifts his top up and shows his bed. Brilliant. I wish I could remember his name. He's so funny. He takes a piss out of everyone, but in the nicest possible way, you know, and he's really quite famous and well known.
They rained arrows down on them. Good God, what a bloodbath.
It is a bloodbath, but again, you know, yeah, so funny, guys. So it is. I am right, Mag. That's great. Yeah, but great. I'd love to go and. Oh, hold on. Now let's see if we can talk to these guys first.
It would be a shame to leave everything here. Just what you want, you old fart. Sure, you're not lost.
Let's see if we can talk
What are
to
you
them.
up to here, fellas?
What's it to you? Do you want to end up like these ones here?
I think not. And you don't need to raise your voice. My hearing's fine. And I come in peace.
So you should. You don't look like you're up to much else.
If I was able to do that and I had the money, I'd come with you, mate. Yeah, I'd like to see that. But unfortunately, I don't have the money and I have responsibilities, and yeah. So, but yeah. I'm looking for what am I thinking about here? You should do. I don't want to provoke them. last time I just killed these guys. I want to do something different this time with the second hardcore. This is a hardcore playthrough, guys and girls. So I want to do something different in my choices. I want to expand and see what this game has to offer.
I'm looking for two of my friends here. I heard they were fighting on von Bergoth's side.
Then they're fucked!
You can't know that.
Are you blind, old man? Take a good look around. No one could survive a massacre like that.
Now, shall I do his priestly reaction?
Stop with that desecration. The poor man deserves to rest in peace.
Thanks a lot for your advice. But you know what you can do with it? Clear off and take no notice of us. If you're looking
Maybe,
for a
mate.
corpse of your own, the
Maybe,
soldiers
Marco,
have a
yeah,
pit
yeah.
full of them down there.
Raz.
If you get a move on, you won't even have to do much digging.
Just today, Raz, yeah, I've just done the vertical as well as the horizontal, so you can choose your stream, Raz, yeah? Are you able... I don't know how it works, because I don't have a smartphone. I've never had one. I don't really want one, to be honest with you, but... So, Raz, can you just sort of... If you're on... Because if you're on PC, I think you just get the horizontal, but I think if you're on a smartphone, you can choose the vertical. Yeah, you should be able to choose the vertical. But yeah, Marco, I mean, you know, depending on what's going on at the time, and what I'm trying to say here is, folks, I mean, I intend to come to America one day when my boy's able to cope with the journey, and we got money, and when, you know, do you know what I mean? I mean, at the right time. I mean, if this channel grows and, you know, and I've got income and everything, I plan to meet up with everyone, hopefully, in the future. It's complicated. Our life's complicated because our boy, like I say, he's on the autistic scale, so he's got his routines. If people come to the house, that throws him in a whirl. If we go out and we meet people, that can throw him in a... Do you know what I mean? It's really difficult to have a life beyond his needs, right? And so if I see, I'm not being distant, I'm not being indifferent, you know, to your invitations or whatever. I've just got to be able to be realistic about what we can do. And again, because, you know, if we meet up and he's goes off, you know, just gets unbalanced, then, you know, it's tough for my missus. And again, you know, we've had this for a long time now, and we love our boy, don't get me wrong, but it is a challenging life. It's a very challenging life we lead. So, and also that's why we haven't had no holidays. This is why we don't go anywhere besides the places he's comfortable with. And when we introduce him to new stuff, we do it carefully and with thought. It's a process, you know. But Marco, what's the name of the guy? This is Godwin, Marco. And if you've never played KDC, play the first one first, because one of the best scenes and best quests are with Godwin. And Godwin's a friend to Henry. And what happens is in this game, guys and girls, is that you switch between characters. It's continuing from the first game. It's very cleverly done. It's brilliant. So yeah, so, you know, he is mature. Go back to my boy quickly, Marco, just in relation to your invitation. So the thing is, you know, he is growing slowly, but he's on a lot slower curve, and he doesn't read, he doesn't write, he doesn't speak. He doesn't have any of the skills that we all take for granted. So he can't even communicate. So if he's frustrated, now we sort of know pretty much intuitively most of the time what's going on, but sometimes he gets upset and we don't have a clue what it's about. And sometimes it can be nothing. It could be the smallest thing. It could be a bang. I was walking him, for example, I'll tell you this, Ian. I was walking my boy down the road where we lived, but the back streets, because they're quiet. So, and it's only a small country town, so it ain't that, well, it is busier nowadays, but it's still relatively quiet compared to most places. But we had a high performance Ferrari sports car around the back, because that's quite a rich area of these schools and stuff. And I didn't see anyone was in the car because it was tainted windows, and the fucking thing started up and it revved and it just sent him for a loop. And of course, all through town and all the way back, he was screaming and crying, going, you know. So you know, he was really upset. So yeah, it's a complicated life, you know. But yeah, hopefully one day, you know, like I say, he is more outwardly outwardly directed as he gets older, and he is coping better slowly as time goes on. And hopefully by the time my channel grows, if it ever does, and if we've ever got a bit of money where we can travel and stuff like that, then he will then be ready. And I do believe everything happens at the right time. And recently the channel has started to grow, and I'm really happy with what's going on. I get to interact with you guys and girls. I'm loving that. We, you know, because of the kindness of JB, Marco, and other people, whether it's comments, likes, or donations, you know, the income's gone up a little bit. Hopefully the channel will keep on growing, and maybe one day, you know, with your goodwill, a bit of good luck and support, you know, it'll go large, and then my boy will be ready. I can start giving back, start helping other small YouTubers. That's the plan, and being a bit of a philanthropist where I can, if you know what I mean, because, you know, I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't the generosity for lots of different people over the years, either through my mob making or other stuff. So, you know, what goes around comes around, guys and girls. And, you know, I'm going to leave them to their ignorance, because they are ignorant.
Just take it easy.
Yeah, so
Get
yeah,
lost, and everyone
maybe
will
one
be
day,
happy.
Marco, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, all depends. You can never make plans, right? With my boy, you just got to live in the moment. And I don't mind that really, because I've always been a live in the moment sort of guy anyway. And I go with the flow. And if something feels right in the moment, I do it. And I go and I trust the energy. I've never tried to control things, or I've never made plans for my life. I've always gone with the flow. I think that's far healthier psychologically, because if you do that, you can be yourself. If you're always making plans and you always want certain outcomes, then you're trying to affect and control life in a way that isn't controllable. And you're always going to be led more often than not down to deep disappointment. So there is a reason, a deep psychology why I choose to live the way I do. But we're all different, and we all have our own way. So, you know, but there, of course, I do apply control when I have to, in terms of discipline of thought or emotion,
Did you hear
or,
what he
you know.
said?
But you know what I'm
I
saying.
almost pissed myself laughing.
I never
thinks
thought
he's
I never thought I'd get into YouTube, you know, because I was working with people, with souls, helping people that are badly wounded. You know what I mean? But you never know. Your life can turn on a sixpence, and you never know where you're going to end up. And that's why it's always important. It's wise to, you know, always treat people well, and expect it to be treated well, because you never know how life can turn on you, guys and girls. No man's an island, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, right.
Came out of that alive. That'd be a bloody
Let's move on.
miracle.
With a bit of luck.
Can
you'll see
I
the soldiers
find
buried,
some-
at least.
True.
A potion would be good. I'm looking for bit of groschen would be good. Are they going to fight if I take it? Let's see. No? Okay. Well, we'll see how the future pans out, mate. What I want to do, more than anything for my boy, is earn a good income so I can set him up a trust fund, so I can set him up with a home and carers, so when I die, him and his mum, you know, have got all they need to survive, and when she dies, he's not a victim to this world. So he has, you know, the law behind him, you know, he has everything legally set in place and financially set in place. Honestly, at 57 years old, it's the only thing I give a rat's ass about, caring for mine, looking after my boy. I mean, don't get me wrong, you know, I care about my missus and everything, you know what I'm saying. It's the only thing that's in my head every day, making sure that he's all right, you know, before I end up leaving this earth. You know, that's all I care about, man. Again, because you've got to realise, guys and girls, I've worked in care, and I've worked with, and there's some good carers, there's some great carers, there's some outstanding carers, and there's some right shitbags in the caring industry as well. You know, and those sort of kids, or kids that have been abandoned, or kids in care, because again, you've got to realise I work with kids that were put in foster care, and they were abused by the foster carers. You know, and it goes on all the fucking time, and even by the so-called people in social services and all the rest of it. You know, I won't say go into too much depth, but I've seen a lot in my time, and I don't have much. You know, there's only, well, I won't go any further. I'll leave it there. So you know, so I have this awareness and this knowledge from experience. I just want him to be looked after before I leave this earth. That's why I'm, you know, that's why I do what I do. Plus, I do enjoy this as well, of course. I love this, as you all know. You know, I really enjoy streaming. I love it when people are in stream with me and we chat and we talk about life. Like later on, we might have JB and many others in the day, and they all got their life issues as well, and it's nice to share. It's because, you know, like I say, you know, this is a good forum to talk, because you can walk away from the people and, you know, take a breath and share what you want, and you're safe. You know, you can be in a safe environment. So it's a really good forum to meet people from around the world. And if you're someone who's not that confident, or if you're a little bit shy or whatever, you can interact, you can listen. Oh yeah, Marco, the guy didn't know. He was just starting up his car. You can't, you know, he wasn't aware, and most people aren't. They're not aware, because most people have normal lives in bracket, and normal children, you know, in brackets. He wasn't being indifferent. It was just unfortunate. It just didn't help me, you know, my boy. You know,
God Almighty.
You know,
Bless their
so yeah, it's just, you know, that's just life, man. It's, you know, shit happens, you know, and he's. And you can't wrap him up, because like any kid, they've got to learn, and hopefully it all depends how much he can learn. Is he going to be stuck at a certain level of development? We don't fully know yet. You know, he is moving forward, because he used to be very inward. He wouldn't communicate with the world at all, you know, or with us hardly, you know. So he's come a long way, but he's got a long way to go. But yeah, you know, he's blood, man, and there's nothing more important. It doesn't, you know, I mean, I'll tell you what as well, something that moved me, I know it's only a TV fucking show, but Game of Thrones, just the way Tyrion was treated, and actually even the elder son, you know, because of what the father expected from him, but the way Tyrion was treated, it's no wonder he killed his father at the end, you know. You can understand it, you know, there was, you know, and it wasn't his fault the way he was born, or he caused his mother's death, you know. It's very good storytelling. I know they went off the rails a bit. Most people believe in Game of Thrones they went off the rail at the ending of the series and stuff like that. But again, I do love good stories, guys and girls, and I do love good gameplay, you know. There's nothing like it, because
blocked their way forward as well.
we can see ourselves. It's a mirror. We can see ourselves, you know, and we can look at our lives and, you know, take many different aspects from it, you know, in the fact that we're not the only ones in life that go through shit. There are many stories out there where everybody has their own woes, you know. And again, you can look at yourself from a different, oh, there we go, that'll do. That's what I've been looking, I want some potions. That bread's good, we'll take that and the bandage. I forgot about the bandages, let's do some of that. And again, you know, you can look at yourself from a different angle. So that's why I love stories. That's why I love gameplay and stuff like that, because you can look at yourself from different perspectives, through other people's eyes, or different, whether it's female, male, whatever, you know. If you're open-minded and you don't switch off, you keep your heart. Thank you, Marco. That's very kind, man. Again, like I say, I you know, donations are great, but I want to emphasize, I only want donations from people who can afford it. And what I mean by that is, I've met people in the past with my mods, right? They gave me donations when they didn't have much themselves, and I don't like that. I need to live, and I want to make money. I want to earn a business, but I don't want to be taking money off people that haven't got it to really give, and they give it because they're just good souls. Because you generally find a lot of people don't have shit, but they still give even though they have shit. That's why they've got nothing, because they're givers, you know. And there are people like that. There's some people that are more balanced with their money, and there's some people that are just totally self-absorbed. You all know what I'm saying. And they don't give nothing to no one. You know, and that's their choice. It's their life. That's their choice. I don't even really judge them for that, because that's up to them what they do with their money, what they do with their life. But yeah, I mean, you know. I mean, the ironic thing is, if everybody donated just $1 for the mods that I made, I would have made a good living out of that. But you know, with all the you know, and stuff. But like I said, it's always the few generally that have money or can or will, you know. And like I say, I'm not judging anyone, because like I say, we all got different lives. We all got different pressures. Some of us worry more about the future than others. I never worry about the future. I live in the moment. I used to have savings when I worked, and I had a very good job, you know, before things changed and our lad come along and stuff. I always had money. You know, I had a nice bike, I'd cruise on my bike, I had a cruiser. Yeah, you know, generally, more often than not, you really... Do you know what? I am a believer in that, because for years, like I said, I work with people and I help people. And years later, I'd see, you know, someone would walk up to me on the street and I didn't recognise them. It was the people I helped from years ago. They transformed their lives so profoundly, I didn't even fucking recognise them. And they got me to thank my crew and me, and it was really nice to see. I remember one particular girl. Hey, Jace. Oh, my God. Have we got a raid? Is that Yonder? Hi, Yonder. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jace. Yeah, Mark, that's really kind. Yeah, you know, when you can, when you feel inclined, and if you've got it, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, we got a raid from Yonder, I think. But what I was saying was, and this girl come up to me on the street, and I looked, I said, Blue Velvet, howdy. I actually can see all the comments now from all the platforms. It's fantastic. Look at this. 235 on YouTube, 3 on Twitch, and 1 on TROVO. Napoleon Hill's a great book to read. Okay, mate, I'll check that out. Welcome, everyone. I'm just talking to Marco, Yonder Raid, Jade. Hi, Jade. I'm just talking to Marco about a life, believe it or not, folks. And we were talking about my boy and stuff. He was asking about my boy. Hey, Jade. And I was just going on and saying about my work and that, and you know, I'd work with people that, sorry, I'd have people come up to me. It only happened probably about on maybe 2 hands. That's how many starfish sometimes you can really help, or well, as far as you know. What I mean by that is you can walk along a beach and there could be 100,000 starfish on the beach. You only throw so many back and save so many. It's a bit like the work I did, you know, it's a bit like that. We supported people, and some people chose to, or were ready to challenge their existence and the pains that they're feeling, you know. But the point was, I had this girl, like I said, one girl, I'll never forget her, and totally transformation, because she was a heroin addict and all the rest of it. And this woman walked down the street and she was vibrant and very beautiful. I was probably about 41 at the time, something like that. And I noticed her because she was very attractive, but I didn't realise who it was. I was walking on by, and then she as I was walking by, she goes, you know, Wayne, because that's my name. I turned around, I said, sorry. I said, I don't, you know, who are you? And she told me who she was. I couldn't believe it. Totally transformed. And she thanked me and my colleagues and everything in the work, and that was so nice to see, you know. And she had a good job. She was getting married and thinking about kids and all the rest of it. Totally transformed her life. It was fantastic. And she suffered a lot, actually, that girl. She'd gone through a shitload of crap, you know. With not some very nice men or family and stuff like that. Hence why she got where she did in the first place. So, but that was very rewarding, the work. And it's a well-paid job, you know. But yeah, Marco, I mean, like I say, donate when you can, when you want to. And I appreciate the sentiment and the kindness that you show the channel, man, and to my family and me. Thank you. So yeah, appreciate it, guys. I expect Yonder's probably gone to sleep. I'm not sure, but if you are there, Yonder, big up Yonder. Yonder's channel is on my main channel, folks, under Hail the Streamers, and I'm bigging Yonder up right now because he deserves it every time he raids me and brings these wonderful people over. And Yonder's, without sounding like I'm blowing smoke up everyone's ass, but he does. What am I saying? So Yonder's a streamer. He's a cool guitar player. Watch him play guitar. He cooks. He's a comedian. He does, and he's an all-round good guy. So yeah, go and check him out. Do you know? Oh yeah, man. Of course I do, Marco. That's one of my favourite. I mean, that whole story. I mean, oh God, I can't remember the author's name. It's gone from my head now. Can't believe I can't remember his name. It's because I'm getting old, man. J.K. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Tolkien, sorry. Tolkien, I mean, his work's fantastic. Do you know what? It is the biggest selling book beyond the Bible. It's massive. And his work isn't just all fantasy either. A lot of people just think the whole book is fantasy. It's not. It's based on his work. I think it was Oxford he was at, or the work he did at Oxford, the research he did in Oxford, ancient languages and stuff like that, and all the rest of it, blah, blah, blah. Very clever man. And I just love his, one of the things I really love, guys and girls, about Tolkien is when, you know, the old world will burn in the fires of industry, and boy, did it just. And that was because of the First World War and everything, I think, and stuff like that. But the way the world was changing, and boy, did it fucking burn. And it's still burning, you know. Some of the, you know, like when Frodo says at the end again, another line that sticks with me so strongly because it's so profound. At the end of the journey, and he says, how do you get back to the, you know, the remnants of an old life? Well, you can't. There's no going back, and some wounds never heal, not properly, you know. Yeah, fantastic, man. So, yeah, fantastic author, man. Fantastic storytelling. And again, as I said, you know, Yonder. Yeah, he did exactly like Yonder. Yeah. It's not coming up there, right? Yes, it is. It's just turned up. He did Yonder, yeah. So, without a doubt. And yeah, there's just, you know, it's the sort of bloke, you know, you just gotta just admire and what he, you know, and the story that he told there, and the different elements, because, you know, you can look at that whole story in so many different ways, you know. All the different races could be reflective of our own character and our own psychology and our own personalities and our own history, you know, but also they could be seen as individual races throughout history of this earth as well, potentially, you know. Yeah, okay, Yonder, yeah. And, but even like, I mean, so a great author, guys and girls, and I could sit here and rattle on, but like I say, this is something, this is why we should have a podcast, because there's so many different things we could talk about. And when me and Yonder get together at some stage, as I said, it will happen. You know, there's just so many different things we could talk about. Yeah, I'm going to focus on the gameplay, but yeah, mate, it's a great author, and I'm, yeah, my mind's in a whirl. It's got like, it's spinning off into like 7 different directions. There's 7, you know, I've got like all these different thoughts and avenues I want to go down with that, because it's just so mind-provoking, you know. And that's what I love about good books. Yeah, I'll try to be succinct here. That's what I love about good books, good stories. Okay, Yonder, yeah, get yourself some food or whatever and some sleep. But thanks, man, for coming over, and thanks for the raid, man. I always appreciate it. No JB today then. Was JB in your stream, mate? Or is he okay? It's not like JB to be around. But if you're there, JB, just send him I hope you're okay, mate, because I know you had your therapy yesterday. I hope that went well. So, have I missed any comments? And we'll carry on. Let me just check all the comments. I think I've got them all. Actually, I'll tell you what. Oh, by the way, everyone, you can go vertical as well on YouTube. I've just worked out how to do the vertical dual stream as well as the horizontal, so that's good. You will watch all the movie. Oh, Christ. You're determined to keep me on the Lord of the Rings chat, man, aren't you, Marco? Do you know what I love probably, and this will probably resonate with Yonder, I reckon, is Gandalf before he becomes the White. There's 2 bits that I love Gandalf, because obviously the wizard mentality, eternity, you know. Oh, okay. I hope he's okay. I did wonder, man, because it's not like him to be around. I hope he's all right. I know he's having, you know, I could tell just by some of the things he was saying yesterday that I thought, you know, and the day before he was having, you know, what I thought things were getting to him. But anyway, maybe just take some time out. But if you are there, matey, I hope you're okay. I will say, Marco, you cannot pass. You know, I am the light of or whatever it is. I can't remember all the dialogue now. But when he fights the Balrog, because I think that's very symbolic at many different levels, in terms of man's internal conflict and reaching the best of himself. I think Gandalf's a wonderful character. But what I love even more is the White Wizard's approaching. And I'm as Saruman should have been. Because I think this is what power is. True power. Men that have true power, internal power, they're not afraid of their own destruction, one. And I'll tell you why they're not afraid of their own destruction, because they know the cost of selling themselves just for the fear of death. It can be worse than death. Look at Saruman, the wizard, the wizard, the White Wizard, the original White Wizard. Look at what he become, how cold he felt once Sauron had got hold of him after looking through the eye. Look at the shiver, the way he sat there. And that's because his aura is being sapped of his juice, of his life force. It's very symbolic symbolism. It's like a vampire. You look at that scene where he, what news from the eye, my lord? We have work to do. Gather your, we have, rip them all down. He rips down all the life force because his own life force is as dead as the world that he's creating and he's now become a part of. So for me, when Gandalf and Legolas, even Legolas, and they all kneel to the White Wizard, and yet in that power, he's refined, he's gentle, and he's concerned beyond all life, beyond himself. And I think that is the symbolism for all men. I think that's what all men should be. And that's why I go on about culture so much and all this bullshit, because all this bullshit is trying to take us away from what we really are. Yeah, that better man within us, which wolf do you feed type thing, So yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Marco. But that's why I love there's other characters I think are fantastic as well for different reasons. If you want to look at the fragility of man, Exactly, Sam. Welcome, Sam, to the stream. Big you up, Sam. Everything is exactly. And that's why all this technology is good. And I love it. But I always try. That's why I talk a lot as well. I'm always remembering to stay on the path. Stay on your path, guys and girls, But yeah, yonder, everyone, let's just keep an eye out for JB and make sure he's all right. It's a bit like a Sam, but I've got I was a bit concerned for him, so I could feel it. I could feel it build up in him, So, but anyway, I can't do nothing about that. I can only shout out if you're there, mate. I hope you're okay. Take it easy. Yeah, nice to see you, Sam. All right, so there you go, Marco. There's my answer to that. And again, like I say, Lord of the Rings, like I say, just have you, man. Oh, good on you. You're gonna love that, Sam. It's far harder, Sam. It's more of a challenge, but it's a great game. And the intro, what an intro, man. Yeah. I just love little moments of a character's development where they show who they really are. And what I really love as well, I'll say one more thing in that moment, because I've experienced this in meditation. If you want to talk about meditation, when Gandalf says, and I slipped out of form or time, and every like day was like, a life age of the earth. And if you meditate and you slip beyond your ego or consciousness, that's what happens. You become timeless. And that's why I've always said we're multi-dimensional constructs, guys and girls. And you can get high on hash, you can take an acid trip, but after you've done all that, start learning, or thinking about meditation if you've never done it, astral travel, shit like that, because that's the biggest trip you ever fucking have. When you start controlling your own internal mechanisms, your thoughts, quieting your mind, and really, some people, like some very wise people say, if you're even trying to meditate, you're trying to be something else, But it is a good thing just to practice, because as I said, I think to Bong or someone, when I first met Yonder and his crew, I was talking about my experiences throughout my life, but I got to a stage where I meditated so much and where I astral traveled or would lucid dream. I learned the practices of lucid dreaming and stuff like that now it's just part of me. It's like you're always on a smoke, if you like. Your mind's always there because it becomes a discipline. Yeah, so it's a discipline, and it becomes part of you. It becomes part of who you are, because the mind changes. Like cannabis changes your mindset, so does your practicing of your meditation and all the rest of it. And like I said, I thought for a while in my life I was losing stuff. I couldn't do it, but then I realised it was that transition period. It had become part of me. It had become integrated in me. So, do you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, Sam. Yeah. So, it's a fascinating world. And I'm going to say this as well. People, always try to knock all this sort of stuff, right? Because it's where you can find your base power. It's where you can come at peace with yourself. And once you come at peace with yourself and you know all the different aspects of yourself, right, then you're less controllable. You're more content. So all this is a journey, and it's taken me a lifetime. it's been taking a lifetime to learn it all. And I could have learned it a lot faster if someone had told me all this shit instead of having to find it the hard way. But I also think that's part of the journey. You have to find it in some ways the hard way because it's such a spiritual fucking thing. And you know, I think it's when you get tired of all that other crap, you think, oh God, this ain't me. But I knew this from a kid, even from 9, 10 years old. No fucking way. I don't want this shit. You know, when teachers were trying to bully you and break down your soul and take control, you know, get you to submit to them, even stuff like that. It never resonated with me ever. You know, it will, because you're becoming more conscious. Because what are your dreams? You know, I even, you know, the skies of our time. The song I pull out is about that, Sam. Yeah, when you dream. What do you see? You know, is it God's eternal dream or yourself, universe, or now is it being controlled like Orwell's 1984? You know? Are they now with frequency, because they understand frequency, interfering even with our dreams already? Just a thought, guys and girls. Wi-Fi frequencies, they did it with radio waves back in the day in the wars and shit. If you know your history and know technology, they do it with television. They change your frequencies. Even these screens change frequencies of your mind to a more relaxed state, blah, 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 you know. Go and check out the patent for television. Go and see what the patent for television, what it's about. You can all go and check it online. And it's basically a mind-altering device. Sam. Your gold could be seen as your higher self there, or well, I won't interpret. That's your for you to interpret. But yeah, I know where you're coming from. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. Okay. Very good. But also as well, don't forget, guys and girls, even in those horrible dreams, they're valuable to you. They're still part of you. They're still telling. Yeah. We don't like looking at the nasty shit sometimes, it's because it feels so frightening. But you also need to sometimes look at it and be aware, because there's two wolves to feed. And I said the other day, I feed both. And what I mean by that is I let my darkness, my dark wolf, have its own expression, but it fuels my light. So it isn't absorbing my light, it's fueling my light, yeah? So it's no longer in something I fear. It's no longer something that controls me. It's something that works together with me. And a good episode of a sci-fi that shows you that is when Kirk is split in the transporter. His good side's weak without his darkness, and his darkness is weak without his good side because it's got no self-control. It's totally destructive, self-destructive. I can't remember the name of the episode, but he gets split in a transporter accident, so there's two of him. Yeah? So, you know, always be aware you are yin and yang. Yeah, Sam. Yeah. So yeah. There you go. What I'm going to do is then I'll tell you what time is it? Right. Let me just say, guys and girls, our support worker didn't turn up today, or won't be turning up, for my son. So my son will probably be back soon. I am going to continue the stream, guys and girls, but if he suddenly gets really upset, I might have to stop quickly because he might be back with the missus soon. Okay. So yeah, so let's get on with some gameplay. But yeah, I mean, you know, and for a lot of people, this won't resonate with a lot of people. It just won't, because they're not ready for it. They're not ready for this part of their journey, and it is a journey. And some people never go on it. They just see it as something that's subversive or alien, or they're too afraid to. That's why I always use the statement: "Fear is the enemy within." You're the only enemy, you know, but you always keep yourself safe as well. You always use your brain, and you always stay critical of shit. Always be critical, never accept just, you know. And when you meditate, do it in a format and protect yourself even when you're meditating, because we live in a world of energies, subtle energies beyond just the five senses. So there's things you need to learn and know about before you even start, you know, read up on meditation. Stay away from other groups of people as well. Don't get into groupthink. In meditation is something you should do with yourself. It should be about you and you alone. Never get involved with other, you know, in my personal experience, you follow your own path, but be careful, because there's a lot of, like I say, gurus out there and all that shit. Ignore all that crap. There's no guru. You're your own guru. You have to find you. That's the journey. Don't follow anyone other motherfucker. Follow you. Follow your nose, your heart, your mind. And like I say, you know, well, the breath is understanding the nature of breathing as well, and learning to quiet your mind and feel energy. A simple. If you want to start feeling the subtler energies of life, I used to work with and make tools for people that were into this. So I would work with crystal and wood, and I'd combine elements, and I'd forge elements for particular people with particular issues. And I'd give them to, well, you know, this is what I did outside of my work, because again, this wouldn't have been accepted in my work. It's another layer of me that work, you know. I work with crystal energy and wood and stuff like that. And I'll make tools to help people relax, meditate, and use them as a focusing point, an energy point. But if you want to start experiencing energy just in a simple way, you know, martial arts can teach you this sort of thing. One of the things we did in martial arts, Tai Chi, any form of you know, understanding the energy of the body, you just stick your hands together like that, right? And start breathing in and out very slowly. Your tip of your tongue on the top of your plate, breathing in through the nose slowly and back out. And as you're breathing in, let your hands, I can feel it straight away. Let your hands move and come apart. And you will feel like between those hands, like an elastic field of energy. And once you start, and it might take a month to learn, it might take 2 weeks, someone might pick up on it straight away, depending on your own inherent nature. And you will feel that elastic, the feel of, I can feel the pull between these two poles. These are two solid objects of energy fields. It's my own energy field, but I can feel my energy field. And I'm very aware of my subtle, my own energy, my own aura, my own energetic nature, my field. But that, when you start doing that, now as you pull apart, with the breath, in time with a bit of like, you'll start feeling the pull of energy between these two forces, these 2 points. And then then I can extend it out to sort of, well, I'm going out of screen, but I can still feel the energy with like maybe, let's say, 2 of these long. I can still feel the energy, and I can come back in, it gets stronger, and it's like a magnet. That's the way to describe, yeah? I don't know if anyone else here experienced that, but just try that, and try to feel the energy between your hands. And it is becoming aware of subtle energy, and most people aren't, because they're taught to just feel and know 5 senses. But you're more than that. You're a multi-dimensional construct, guys and girls. So, you know, there's a lot I could talk about, but I know it's not for everyone, so maybe it's best done on our podcast and stuff like that. I'll get on with the gameplay now, right? Okay, but it is an interesting, fascinating life, guys. Like I say, oh, here's the family now. Hello, Jake. Son, how you doing? You had a nice time? I wouldn't even call them ghosts, but I know what you're saying. I think there's a lot around us that we don't see, yeah. And I think sometimes in the right moment, a human being will break. Because of the third eye are more spiritual. The other aspects, the pineal gland is activated or sense. And if you're sensitive to energy, you break between the barriers of those 2 worlds. Regardless of what that is, yes, I think that reality exists. And it occasionally can happen. And again, I'll talk about that down the line, maybe in a podcast.
Hey, I told you quite clearly to stay in the forest. You're welcome to
How did it
anything
go?
you
Did you have
find
a
up
nice
top,
time?
but stay away from here.
Yeah?
God be with you, lad. I'm not one of those corpse looters.
Listen, one more step and it'll be your last, old man.
Calm down. I don't want any trouble. I'm looking for someone.
Oh? And who do you serve?
The Lord God, my son. And wine, every now and again. Or ale. I'm not fussy.
What are you saying? You're a priest? You don't look like no priest.
I hear that a lot,
He's settled now, but
but it's God's truth.
So who are you looking for, father?
I'm looking for my friends. And I want to make sure they aren't among the dead. Can you take me to your commander?
All right, follow me. Eric can decide what to do with you.
Move it, idlers.
Oh, God.
Bury them properly so the wild animals don't get to them.
Eric!
Okay. Didn't want my boy to see that.
What are you doing here? You're supposed to be on guard at the mill. I made it quite clear. I want that fucking rabble kept out of here. Who's this? Your pa?
No, sir. He says he's a priest, and he's looking for someone. So I thought...
Quiet! You, speak! Who are you? And who are you looking for?
Godwin,
This is different.
I'm a priest and I'm looking for my friends.
Oh no, it's
Or
not. It's the same.
bodies.
It's okay.
And what exactly do you want from me?
Now that I've introduced myself, I'm keen to know who you might be.
You may have introduced yourself, but I don't know why I should believe you. Whoever heard of a priest with a sword under his belt?
I get your point. De omnibus est dubitandum. Let's just say I'm whatever I need to be at the moment. A priest, a warrior, a tireless lover. After all, the Lord helps those who help themselves, eh?
Well, you know how to preach. Maybe you really are a priest.
I'd like to ask what happened here.
What do you think? A battle is what happened, and the best side won. Us. Now I've got to clear up this mess.
Sorry, this might sound stupid, but I've just arrived and I've no idea what's going on here. Who did you defeat?
The cream of the local fiefdom. That bastard von Burgo threw everything he had at us, but it wasn't enough.
It looks like you crushed them badly. Did you leave any survivors?
I don't think so.
Hey, Mackie.
So if your pals were against
Nice to
us,
see you.
you'll find them in that pit there.
I hope not.
Welcome to the stream, man.
I don't think you'd throw a nobleman into any old hole.
Nobleman?
Aye, a nobleman. I'm looking for the Lord of Perkstein in this page.
The Lord of Perkstein?
Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, and Henry of Skalitz.
The captain took some prisoners with him, but I've no idea if it's them.
You'd better hope it is.
Right then. My name's Eric, and I'm in command here.
Excellent, Eric. I'd like to see the prisoners. Will you take me to your captain?
We'll see. Have you brought a ransom?
I still don't know if they're dead or alive. So first, I want to see
Interesting,
them.
Marco. Yeah.
Right, fellas, we'll finish this. If you want to keep your head on your
It
shoulders,
is Sam. Yeah.
clear off on the double.
You!
Aye, it's me, old man.
What's this about? Do you know them?
I bumped into them in the forest. They were robbing the dead.
Did you hear what I fucking said? Get lost, or it'll end badly.
I won't take orders from you, you dog! We're outnumbered, but we can take them. And then I'll take you to our prisoners. Deal?
If we survive.
Oh,
Let's see
right. I
if you're as
forgot.
good
Yeah, I
with
forgot.
that
Here we go.
sword as with your tongue.
Combat. Combat
Come on
for a
then,
kick.
you
Come on, a minute.
assholes!
Okay, I've got to be aware my boy is home, guys and girls. So, oh, who's who? Is this?
Slice them up!
Oh,
We'll keep
there we go.
your
There's a
ass
bandit.
here.
Right. Oh, you shit! I've got to be calm because I've got my son here, so I can't do my normal. Oh, oh no! Oh, Godwin! Oh, of course it's Godwin, isn't it? I forgot it's Godwin. I'm fighting like I'm Henry. Yeah, it's Godwin. He ain't got the skill. I just. I'm gonna die, man. He's gonna bleed out.
He's at it.
Yes, Masters. Yeah, Master. Oh, cool. I was thinking I was Henry, man. I thought I was Henry and I had all those skills. No wonder it's gone. Ras, yeah. Oh, that's brilliant. I'll tell you what, when we just, I've got to restart in a sec, but I'm just going to go over and check the other stream. Oh, hold on, what's going on? Do I have to? Oh, I have to press C. All right, it's not going to let me respond on it. All right, let's just come on over a minute. I just want to quickly look, make sure there's no inappropriate comments on any other platform. I don't think there is. Yeah, Raz has got hold of Twitch anyway. He's an administrator, so he'll deal with that. Tab says, took me a couple of tries with Goblin in the trunk. Yeah. I forgot. I thought I was Henry. All right, it all looks good, guys and girls. I can get back to the game. Let's try again. Oh, dear. So funny. Right, okay, so let's focus then. Right, there's a bandit coming from right, okay.
I've been waiting for you. Take that fucker out, damn it.
Yeah! Don't spare him! Come on then!
Yes! Yes! Alright, that's one. There we go, guys. I'm in my rhythm now. Where's the next bandit? Let's go round, so I'm going to get caught in the middle. I want to have some maneuverability. Oh, that's a bandit down there.
No mercy. I'll be done with you like a stuck pig.
Okay, good. All right.
Nicely done.
Next bandit.
Help me with
Is that a
it!
bandit? Yes! All right, that's good. That's done quite quickly as well, because... Okay.
Fuck! That was something. They got what they had coming, the fucking thieves.
I'd say it's God's punishment. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domini.
Domini.
You really know how to wield a sword. Tell me, where did you learn to fight like that? And leave God out of it this time?
In the Battle of Kosovo. I did a bit of traveling when I was young, and lopped up a few Turkish heads along the way.
And you settled down in your old age?
Till recently, I was the parish priest in Užice, near Sasau.
Sasau?
Looks to me like you're going to need a bigger hole for the bodies.
We're not going to dig graves for those fuckers.
It might not please our Lord, but I have no sympathy for them.
Who gives a damn about such scum? The stray dogs have them.
Anyway, what about our agreement?
Still on? I'll take you to the castle, so you can talk to the captain. He always appreciates a good warrior.
What
That's castle. There's a lot of light coming through.
Although, castle might be a strong word for it.
All right. I dislike Eric so much. Oh, let's follow Eric, yes. Well done. So, which is my horse? This is my horse. Let's call my horse. Where are you? Am I supposed to mount this horse? Is it my horse? I can't remember. Let's just mount the horse then. I'm going to follow him then. Stop following.
So
Okay.
tell me, Godwin, why are you looking for those two anyway?
I gave my word.
Who to? Who's looking for them?
Lord Hanush of Lipa, Lord Capen's guardian.
Hanush, you say?
It came at just the right time. I'd spent...
Look, that's Nabokov up on the left.
Good.
He's got a commanding
It's good he
view
doesn't
of the
ask too
whole
many
valley.
questions right
Tell
now.
me, you ride
Especially
as well as
considering
you
who I'm
wield the
looking for,
sword?
you know.
Let's see. I'll race you there. Yeah!
Oh. Oh shit! Oh! Oh my god! What's going? Oh! What's going on in the horse? What is going on?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was weird. Well, I'm not going to beat him now, but anyway, there you go. That was a real weird moment there. The horse did something really... I must have hit the wrong key, I guess, to direct him. Let's go up through here. Let's cheat. Yeah! Hey, I got there first
You're not
now.
one for racing, are you?
I prefer to save my strength.
He gave you a mad
You
horse. I
never
think
know
he did.
when you'll need it.
Are you expecting trouble, father? Well, you're in the right place.
Jay, that's
This
a
is
great comment.
Nabokov. It's the home of trouble. We'll leave the horses here. Not to worry, our boys will take good care of them.
A very nice fortress. How did you manage to take it?
In a moment, you can ask the captain yourself.
I can't wait. Wait here for me, Bibiana. I'll be back soon. And maybe I'll have the two little blighters with me.
Okay.
Where's the chief? Brought him a guest.
Just now he's interrogating some captives.
Call him. Believe they're still alive. You're in luck.
I hope so.
What is it, Eric? I'm busy.
This here is Father Goodwin. For a priest, he's handier with a sword than most of your men. He helped us against some bandits. And he's looking for Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein.
Well, well. This is quite a turn-up. I've just had a very interesting chat with this Capon. And your Istvan. Now I think I want to have a chat with you. Go and wait for me in the tower.
Shit.
God be with you, Captain. I expect you're the master of this fortress.
You surmise correctly. Who are you? And to what do I owe the honor of your visit?
As your man-at-arms Eric said, I'm Father Godwin. I'm in the service of Sir Hanush of Lipa, and I'm looking for his nephew.
Hanush of Lipa, eh? Interesting. Did I hear correctly that you're a priest? You don't look the part.
Ne credas aurum, quid resplendent ut aurum. Perhaps not, but I am. And who are you, sir?
You don't need to know my name. I'm a knight, and that should be enough for you.
Conversing with a man without knowing his name is a little awkward. But so be it. Am I to understand, Sir Knight, that young Lord Capon is alive and well and is in your captivity here?
You understand correctly. And he's in better shape than I am. I don't have this bandaged eye for fashion. That page of his did this to me.
It doesn't pay to underestimate that one. He's one of the few who can hold his own with me, whether sword fighting or boozing.
Boozing? You're a proper priest, then.
Unfortunately, the bishop had other ideas.
I have a feeling that's just one chapter in your colored history. Am I right?
Indeed. But this isn't the time or place for recounting adventures. You have my friends, and I want them back. So what do we do about that?
Straight to the point, eh? You're a man after my own heart. So what do you propose?
First of all, I'd like to see them, to make sure they're safe and sound as you claim.
They're both fine, for now. You have my word.
The word of an unknown knight? That's as much use to me as
the word of a dubious priest with a bloody sword in one hand and a wineskin in the other is to me.
Well, let me put it another way, Sir Knight. I don't know what happened here exactly, who you are, or what your quarrel with Otto von Bergau is. But I guarantee you that those two greenhorns won't interfere with your plans, and you've no reason to hold them.
I'll have you know, these two greenhorns came with Otto von Bergau's army to conquer this fortress. And they were the most dogged of all his men. And I have to admit, the best as well, as my eye can testify.
I've no idea how they got mixed up in everything. But they only came here to deliver a message. As you no doubt well know, Lord von Bergau is on the opposite side of the Lord of Lipa. So if that pair joined up with him, they must have had a damn good reason for it, believe me. But that's by the by. It's over and done with. Release them. I'll take them away and Sir Hanush will be in your debt.
Tell me, Father, what price does Sir Hanush put on his nephew?
I have no idea.
Then why are you here?
I'm supposed to bring them back, and that's what I intend to do. I was afraid at first that if anyone was going to hold them captive, it'd be von Bergau, and I'd have to party with him. Ah, well. Man proposes and God disposes.
This whole story of yours sounds to me rather suspicious. How am I to know you're not von Bergov's spy? Maybe I should throw you in the same cell with that pair.
Excellent! At least I'd get to see them with my own eyes, and not have to put up with any more horse shit from a lying cyclops!
Enough! To hell with you! You've got no ransom, and you don't want a parley. So we're done here. Be glad I'll let you leave in one piece.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
Rebellion! They're attacking!
I came here to get them, and that's what I'm gonna
Well
do.
done, guy. Didn't see this last time. It's a great turn of events. Brilliant. Ooh,
Looks like you know how to use a blade.
Fighting Turks will teach you that.
Hungary?
Kosovo.
If you help me, I'll let them go.
all right.
Up and at them! Kill
Okay.
them to the last man!
Okay, down we go. He hasn't got a huge amount of stamina, so I'm not going to rush this. This is Godwin, not Henry. So where's the enemy?
Hey! Get him!
Rebel, is that what it is? Yeah.
Fuck that!
Rebel. Yeah.
Between the eyes!
There we go. There we go.
There! Don't bear him!
So good. Guys, me. Rebel. Oh shit. Oh, come on, Godwin. Yeah, go down. Yeah. Spin round.
I'm getting sick of waiting! Help me with
Rebel.
it! Okay?
Okay?
There's no point getting involved in that. In between those guys, they get that sorted.
You got him! Whether you're a priest or not, I have to admit, you're damned handy with a sword.
Likewise. But what the hell was that all about?
It looks like those friends of yours were right. Von Bergov's spies infiltrated us. Istvan Toth and that Eric of his.
Eric? Where is Eric?
Fuck! To the captives, quick, before it's too late!
Sometime earlier.
I hope Hanush has enough coin to pay the ransom for you. As for you... well, we'll see about you.
Tough.
You! Tough! You swine! You're lucky I can't get
Oh.
to you, you treacherous cunt! Bark at me, you dog! Who the hell do you think you are? Where's my sword? Who is this? Man. Surely you're not gonna listen to some vagabond? What, but you think you should listen to Sigismund's bitch? Enough!
What's he talking about?
You clearly don't know your own men. Although this one is Sigismund's man. We've already had the honor.
They're making up shit to avoid the gallows!
So that's why you were so keen to avoid that battle.
We were defending the castle as you ordered!
Throw him in the cell with Nebak.
I'm sure you'll get on just fine together.
You're making a terrible mistake!
We'll see about that.
Zizka, you want it at the gate?
Did you get those to pass on? Oh, brilliant, thanks.
I'm not done with you
I'll do
yet.
that with a coffee in a minute. I will, as long as things are quiet, I will carry on. Yeah. Make it good stuff. Okay.
Now you're done for. You'll pay for everything you've done.
Why do you think so? The little misunderstanding with the captain will get sorted out soon enough, one way or another. What's interesting is that you cross my path again when I'm doing what I do best. Fate, I suppose. We have the same fairy godmothers. Whores.
You dog. You're in the mood for jokes? After what you did here in the fortress? Give me one good reason I shouldn't strangle you on the spot.
Strangling your rescuer would be a mistake, Sierramir. A big mistake. And most likely a mortal sin.
Rescuer? What are you on about?
Why do you think you're still alive? Thanks to me. I persuaded Zhishka not to get rid of you for good.
Don't listen to him. He's a liar and a traitor to this land.
And a loyal servant of King Sigismund and our Sir Otto von Burgau. Just like you, sir. Or am I mistaken?
Otto von Burgau?
Indeed. While these two support that drunken, good-for-nothing Wenceslas, like that bastard Zhishka.
Why did you help him then?
It was a direct order from Sir Otto.
What order?
Gain Zhishka's trust and stop his perfidious raiding once and for all. Unfortunately, getting away from here in time and warning Sir Otto about the trap was harder than I expected. And that's why I'm locked up here now. In any case, you wouldn't be alive without me. Believe me, sir.
I'm glad you've revealed your true nature here in front of everyone. Zhishka will be pleased to hear it.
Will the captain believe someone who attacked him with von Burgau's forces, or me? That remains to be seen.
I'm sure Sir Yaramir will confirm it.
Sir Yaramir isn't stupid enough to want to get rid of the only ally he has to hand. Isn't that right, Sir Yaramir?
We'll see.
Assuming there will be any discussion with the captain.
You're just trying to wriggle out of it.
You may be in for a surprise, Lord Capon.
Where's my sword?
Your sword? You're still bothered about that? It's only a piece of iron. I have to admit, you're far.
Henry should grab his throat here.
Beautiful.
Through the bars. I don't
It's
know why you still
last.
grab him.
You won't look so pleased with yourself when I'm gutting you with that sword.
I'm not sure you'll get the opportunity, to be honest. If either of us has
Well,
a
we'll
chance
see.
of getting out of here alive, it's certainly not you.
Don't try it on. You fled from Talmberg like a thrashed dog. And if it's true you're working for von Burgov, you haven't done too well. All your men are dead, and you're here in a cell.
For the time being, wait and see.
Ha! I get the feeling you touched a nerve there, Henry. This vermin doesn't have a backup plan.
I'll be free before you know it.
And how do you intend to get out of here?
Surprisingly, I have better prospects than you two. And waiting for a ransom is only the last resort.
Who would pay a ransom for you?
Don't tell anyone, but how about the man who sent me here? And he's close by. Unlike Lord Hanush is at the other end of the country.
Zhishka would have to be out of his mind to release you.
Really? People like Zhishka know coin is more important than revenge. You can't pay a band of mercenaries with nice feelings. Besides, seeing what happened, I don't think Zhishka is going to want to stay long. And I wouldn't expect him to wait around until
You
a
okay?
messenger
Is that
brings a
nice
ransom
lunch, eh?
from Ratai. One way or another, he won't have any need for you. Either of you. And that's when my time will come.
Okay. You happy?
Are you afraid?
I'm gonna get you.
No one's yet built the gallows I'll swing from, boy.
I don't think Henry's planning to hang you. It's more likely to rip your gut open. And I'll be glad to help him.
Great. And it just gets better and better. All of Henry's enemies in one place.
When did you start recruiting Radzix
Now,
people, Eric?
hold on, guys and girls.
What's the
Okay,
matter?
guys and
Lost
girls. I think I'm going to stop the stream, guys and girls, because this little part I can't really. I've got my boy now looking at the screen and everything, and yeah, it gets a bit nasty here or through, or you know. So I think what I'll do is I will stop the stream. I know I've only been in for 1 hour 25, but like I say, normally today we would have the carer here, and you know, the family would be out longer. And it's unfortunate we're just at a stage where we are getting into the darker elements of the stream. So so what I think I'll do is, unfortunately, I'm going to stop the stream here. But I will come back tomorrow. What I will do is, you know, tomorrow is, what day is it tomorrow? Is it Friday tomorrow? I think I'll come back tomorrow because the family's going to be out tomorrow. So I'll do another stream tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, I hope you understand. Like I say, he's only a young lad. He doesn't need to see this sort of stuff, you know. So I will come over to the intro. Let's go over to the. Let's go back to the main screen. Let's bring up the nice, because I quite like that. The KDC to. I'll do your music in a second, my son. All right, because that's also what he's waiting for. I put music on the PC for him, and he watches PC on one of the screens while I work on the other. So yeah, so I'm going to leave it just for my boy's sake. So to all of you that were with me today, and I'm sorry I'm finishing early, guys and girls, but I will be back tomorrow. I will come back tomorrow morning about 11 o'clock, and we'll have a good haul tomorrow. Thanks, Sam. Thanks for understanding, everyone. But like I say, he's just 12 years old, and like I say, he's special needs. He won't, you know, he doesn't need to be seeing this sort of stuff. So yeah, thanks, Sam, Raz, Jade, Mackie, Yonder, Marco, everyone that's been in chat today. It's really nice to see you all, as always. And JB, I don't know if you watch this later, but I hope you're okay, mate. Yonder said he hasn't seen you for a couple of days, and you didn't pop in today, but like I say, I hope everything's okay and you're looking after yourself. Whatever's going on, I hope it, you know, whatever it is, I hope it gets resolved quick, and we see you soon. You all take care, guys and girls. I will be back tomorrow morning about 11ish, maybe 11:30 at the latest, and we'll have a good kick for 4 hours or so tomorrow with a bit of that. I might do Dragon's Dogma tomorrow, actually. And okay. Oh, sorry, that was the comments have gone. Sorry, the comments, yeah. I might do Dragon's Dogma tomorrow, actually, as normally that's a Friday stream anyway, and we haven't done a Dragon's Dogma for a while. Unless you guys really want to see KDC. If you do, quickly let me know now. But yeah, Raz, nice to see you, man. Good luck with the streaming. And good luck to you all. I think what I'll do is, I'm not going to play any music today either. I've got some new tunes that I've put out, or I'm in the process of putting out, but I'll save those for the end of the stream tomorrow. I'm going to disconnect cleanly today and get on with looking after my boy and the day with my family. So you will take care. I'm Nesbit. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance II. You're the people of Bohemia. Good gaming, folks. I'll see you very, very soon. Tell her. All right, monkey. We'll put the music on for you. Bear with, right? See you, guys and girls. Look after yourselves.